to now? Is to now?
Yo, it's your boy Solo with a crypto stream. I know. I said I would be more active, guys. But you know what? Once a week, right? I'm gonna start with once a week, and then we'll progress to be more consistent, right? That's what we're working on. By the way, for those that don't know, welcome to Trends of the Crypto TV. I'm your gracious host. My name is Solomon, formerly known as Solo TV 84. You can still find me on www.patreon.com/Solo TV 84. Also on Instagram, Snapchat, Solo TV 84. But Trends of the Crypto, that's the wave that we're on, because now I'm solely focused on crypto. And then I'm also going to be starting a vlog channel too. That'll show more of different things that I've been doing the last year. My journey, my spiritual journey, delving deeper into my journey of becoming a follower of Yeshua. Okay, yes sir. Okay, guys. Before we begin, guys, let's get straight into it, because I know this is kind of got everybody in the crypto space in a frenzy that Coinbase could be the next big insolvency. Now, you have some business insider who said that because Coinbase is shutting off their affiliate marketing program in the US, now this is a sign that Coinbase may be struggling. Okay. Now, me personally, guys, I got a love-hate relationship with Coinbase. I think Coinbase is great for an entry user or beginner to get into the crypto space. However, I do think that Coinbase got off a little bit easy, that when it was exposed that there was some insider trading going on where people knew the coins that would list before the public would know, and so they would buy in those coins low, and then boom, right? Coinbase got didn't even, there was no ramifications when that happened. Or what about the fact that Coinbase there was some sort of a hack regarding user data, email and such, and Coinbase was able to keep that on the low. Once again, nothing happened to Coinbase, right? And me personally, I still use Coinbase, but you know what, guys? I have less than $200 on my Coinbase, and because of the fact that I just don't trust Coinbase. Even with my Coinbase Pro, I moved a lot of my funds from Coinbase Pro, things that I was trading and such. I just moved that because I really don't trust Coinbase. Now, do I think that Coinbase could be insolvent? I don't think it, let me not say that, because we've seen Voyager, we've seen Celsius. I think that if Coinbase was in deep trouble, because Coinbase is not really a lending platform like Voyager or Celsius was, but I do think that Coinbase, there's a lot of things that Coinbase does behind the scenes that probably are not wholesome, for lack of better verbiage, right? So what I'm saying is that, guys, protect your assets, get a cold storage wallet. I can't say this enough. And this is one of the reasons why I'm beginning the video like that. Man, get you a ledger, right? They have different types of ledgers. You can begin with the Ledger S. They also got the Ledger Nano X, and Ledger recently upgraded their ledgers, right? So you can store more cryptocurrencies in their wallets. Also, you can trade now, right? So guys, I don't understand why people, if you're not, why people are just so reluctant to get cold storage wallets. I don't want to pay the fees. Well, guess what? Would you rather lose all your coins? It doesn't, like, that's something that's not even an argument or a debate for me. Like, get a cold storage. That's the point. What up, King? King says Coinbase is the biggest U.S. bank for crypto backed by U.S. government. Well, yeah, I mean, people should have known when Coinbase opened up their books for the IRS that, Coinbase, I mean, they're going to do things legally, which I understand, and I respect that, as they should. But that shouldn't negate the fact that you still should have a cold storage. Hot wallets are cool, but ain't nothing like a cold storage, man. Get you a Ledger or a Descent. You guys know, I think Descent wallets are dope. They're more for mobile apps for the people that are on the go, right? And one thing I like about Descent is you can store a lot of different altcoins and things of that nature, right? That's very, very important. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna start off the stream off the bat. Look into or even a Trezor or Tracer, Descent, Coinbase, Ledger, not Coinbase, but Ledger, Nano X or Nano S, Descent or Tracer. I don't think you can go wrong with one of those wallets, man. Don't sleep. Now, guys, let's talk about XRP. X marks the spot. I haven't talked about XRP a lot. I try to talk about XRP maybe once every 2-3 weeks. I should be talking about XRP more, though, because, maybe then I would have a bigger audience. Right? But XRP co-founder Jet McCaleb made a U-turn on selling his last 5 million XRP, and here's why. Now, for those of you may have heard the name before, Jet McCaleb is one of the co-founders of XRP as well as XLM, okay? And basically, when he got left XRP, they gave him 9 billion XRP. Now he's down to his last 14 million, right? And as part of him leaving, there was a stipulation. And shout out to the Modern Investor. I got this information from him. So let me give credit where it's due, right? But as part of the stipulation, he signed a contract that he couldn't sell all of his XRP at once, right? But now he says he's holding on to his last 5 million. He's not selling it. Why? Because according to news reporters, McCaleb's stated in the Zoom call, if you think about it, it would be really stupid if I sell it all. I mean, what if it really does go to $589 a token? Huh. X marks the spot, guys. X marks the spot. I mean, this is from one of the co-founders. One of the co-founders of XRP saying it would be dumb for me to sell it all, because what if it does really go to 589? But y'all don't hear me though. So when me and XRP Vale, shout out to him, we are telling you guys, yo, XRP could see $1,000 here within the next 6 months. And you got the co-founder saying now, I'd be dumb to sell everything, because what if it does go to 589? Right? And they got the I don't understand the tacos. I don't get it. Just got the Descent wallet for my XRC20 token. Hey, King, how do you like Descent? Let me know. The XDC networks is going to be... Yo, I'm so excited that somebody brings this up. XDC is so slept on, bro. I think XDC, what they're going to do with DApps, XDC is going to be like Ethereum 3.0. Slow it down. Let me say it again. XDC is going to be like Ethereum 3.0, minus the gas fees. Because you know what, guys? And let me apologize to my audience, because I misspoke about Ethereum. I think Ethereum is great. Don't get me wrong. But I thought that when Ethereum 2.0 would roll out, it would lower the gas fees. Now they're saying that's not going to do it. So these gas fees are still going to be high, just like the gas fees at your pump that you're pumping because of Sleepy Joe. Anybody saw the footage of his son weighing some of that illegal substance on a scale? That's another video. That's another video. I know a lot of liberals don't like me, even though I'm black. Get it? Because most liberals are black. Anyway, let's get back straight to it. Tony Walker, aka yo, Rob Mash in the building. What up, Rob? He says, yo, Solo Crypto Gang, when we'll upload the Spiritual Hog streams again? Those were helpful. I'll probably do that on my other channel. I'm gonna have a separate channel from this that's gonna be more of a lifestyle channel. I think that's gonna be the channel that I used to have called the Trendsetter lifestyle channel. So that's where I'm gonna upload some of my interviews, not all, but some of my interviews, like interviews with Hulk and things like that, right? Because as you guys know, I'm going to a different direction. The space that I used to be part of, it started off as a beautiful thing. It was genuinely men trying to help men, and now it's turned into the goofy sphere. People are still talking about the same thing, and your favorite content creators, they're just running y'all dry for your wallets, and y'all keep donating. And it's kind of like 10 years later, what difference have they really made? I mean, yeah, you can say, well, we've got more men in our movement, but you guys still don't have any power, because TikTok just shut Red Pill down over on TikTok. And then TikTok can also, YouTube can shadow ban you. So what are you guys without any power? You guys have no infrastructure. With crypto, we're decentralized. We have power simply for the fact that we are decentralized. So even if you say, well, you still need to cash it up, even if you say that, with all this mass adoption happening, as long as you own your own keys, your own crypto, you are in power. So when I was talking about men, we have our own sovereignty, we really need to be men going our own way and not just crying on YouTube. When I was talking about how to really get your own power, men didn't want to hear that. I got shamed for it. Because, that's what those guys tend to do. Shame, blame, and explain. You have to have your own power. If you want to make a difference, you have to have a power. You have to have power. Simply getting on YouTube is not going to do it anymore. Because guess what YouTube can do? They can shadow ban you. They can shut you down. I've been shadow banned. TikTok shut you guys down. And you guys still think, well, these are the most popular platforms. But if you don't have any power, you can't really make a difference. Amen? Amen. Let's keep going. All right? So yeah, guys, so Jet McCaleb is saying that he's not selling his last 5 million XRP just in case it goes to 589. Now, you guys know the 589 price came from The Simpsons. The Simpsons have had numerous predictions of future events, right? And the creators of The Simpsons claim that it just is by coincidence, happenstance. I don't think so, right? So yeah, we'll see. I think that, and also with the lawsuit, if you look at it, a district judge just came out and basically said that there's hypocrisy with the SEC because the XRP is going against the SEC. And so because of the fact that the William Henman basically made a claim or a speech that Ethereum and Bitcoin were securities. And so according to XRP, well, we fall under the same umbrella. And XRP didn't want that to be in the case, right? So I'm hoping the case gets resolved this month, guys, but I really don't see it happening until possibly the end of the year because they're going to drag this out as long as they can. You know what I'm saying? They just are going to. Okay, guys, so quick for you to greed index. We're at a 21, right? Last week we were at a 24. Last month at a 7. So we're in the 20s, right? Now, this is not bullish. Still a lot of fear. And as I said in the beginning of the stream, by the way, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, but there's going to be a lot of volatility, right? A lot of volatility. Let's go into Kishu Inu. Now, you guys know I've been very bullish about Kishu since March. There's rumors that Kishu Kingdom might come out. Now, Tenshi, which is a Kishu Inu, I don't know, for lack of better verbiage, sub-token or another token in the ecosystem, pumped to 130% yesterday. And now it's down, right? So I find that very interesting that Tenshi would pump like that. Now, if you notice, in the last day, Kishu's had a healthy pump. Does that mean anything? I don't know. Right? I think that if Kishu Kingdom does go up, it could or come out, excuse me, that could easily be a 100x. But really, guys, it really depends, right? So today is Saturday. I was told pay attention from today until Tuesday, right? Because there's some announcements coming, okay? So we'll see about that. But before I get too far, guys, let's talk about the recent price index. The CPI Consumer Price Index report rose to 9.1%. Last month, 0.5% compared to May when it was at 8.6%, okay? Now, if you're a Patreon, this is going to be a recap. So let's talk about this, and I'll chime in here. By the way, Wendy, I see you, girl. We know we need you for an interview. But who's this this Pog? You know what I'm saying? This Asian girl down there. We definitely need her for an interview. Guys, if you know her name, somebody let me know. Let's make this happen, okay? Here we go.
Inflation, or the rate at which prices across the economy are going up. And spoiler alert, it's pretty quick. New numbers out this morning from the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, rose a whopping 9.1% in June, accelerating from May's 8.6% pace to a fresh 40-year high. But to put those numbers in perspective, the way that official inflation numbers are calculated has been changed at multiple points since the 1980s. This chart, which we should put up now, comes to us from Shadow Stats run by John.
I think inflation, we're probably closer to 12 to 15%. The numbers here are fudged, okay? What do I mean by fudge? It means that they've been manipulated. Just like the crypto market has been manipulated for the last 2 years. Oops, did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. Let's continue.
Williams, one of the only economists who's maintained analogs to the older methodologies. So the chart we're looking at right now really says it all. The red line is official inflation from 1980 through today as we measure it today. The blue line is that same data, but interpreted consistently. Today, interpreting it the same way as we did in the 1980s, the last time we had such high inflation. So if you think inflation is high today with the above 9% annual reading, take a look at what that blue line shows.
See that? The blue line shows, guys, we're at 16% for inflation. Oh, we are at 16% true inflation, guys. Look at this. Hoo-wee. Oh my, yo. But let them tell you, the same government, right? Let them tell it to you, oh, everything is fine. We're just going to raise the interest rates and crash the market some more. Everything is fine. Don't worry. Don't look over here. Look over there. See what Hunter Biden is doing. See that he's with those women. Go pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to this. No, guys. Don't pay attention to the fact that true inflation is really 16%. Pay attention to Hunter Biden and what he's doing with those women. Guys, we've had that information about Hunter for over a year. Why is the video footage coming out now?
We're actually at all-time highs at above 15%, according to these older methodologies. The new data suggests that the Federal Reserve will continue monetary tightening conditions aggressively as part of their public efforts to reverse this decade's high levels of inflation. And I think there's a lot to dig in here, but let's just kind of get straight to the conversation. Wendy, kind of what do you think about all of this?
I'm not a fan of inflation. I'm not a fan of these numbers. I'm not a fan of any of these type of reports, because all that they are is a bunch of data that is used to manipulate the masses, because people look at it and they look at mainstream news and they're like,
right. And this is one of the reasons why I don't watch mainstream news, because it's all based on manipulation. It's called television programming. Television, right? It's your vision looking at the telly, right? Programming. What does that mean? Television programming. That means they're programming you to think. Some of you know that already. Most of you don't. That's facts.
oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But they're really not saying how bad it is. And the chart that you just showcased really showed how terrible and how high inflation is. And again, I pay a lot of attention to what's happening.
Who is this Asian chick on the bottom? I need an interview with her. I'm just saying, for research purposes.
In different communities where I live in LA County, stores are empty, people aren't buying as much. I went out with friends the other night, there was nobody on the freeway, which is really, really bizarre for LA County. And in regards to how this is impacting the crypto markets, I think one of the reasons why we tumbled, we saw a lot of weakness with Bitcoin on Sunday when we covered the Bitcoin weekly close, but we also are seeing people just kind of, I don't want to use the term freak out, but I want to say a lot of people are sitting on the sidelines and they're not really interested in participating in any type of investments because we don't know.
Well, you know what, Wendy, isn't it funny? Because I've been in this crypto market for 5 years. And you know what I've noticed consistently is that people like to buy at the top or when it is near the top. Has anybody else noticed that? In the chat, I know we only got 4 people. Hit 1. But have you noticed that people like to talk about crypto when it's at the top and not at the bottom? But guys, I'm going to tell you guys a secret, which is not a secret at all. The average person doesn't know this, but I'm assuming you guys know. But millionaires are made in the bear market, right? This is an opportunity. Right now, guys, they're talking about we are in the process of a wealth transfer. I believe that. You guys are going to see so much volatility in the next particularly in the next 2 months, but I think in the next 3 years, you're going to see so much volatility, not just in the crypto and stock market space, but also with gold and silver. But guess what? The early bird gets the worm. Solo, say it again. I said the early bird gets the worm. You know, in the Bible, there's a story about virgins who were going out to meet I believe it's a king. I could be wrong. And they had their lambs lit, right? And the virgins that were prepared, they had their lambs or their lamps lit, and they were ready to meet the king. The virgins that didn't have their lamps lit, you know what they said to the virgins that had their lamps lit? Let me borrow some of your light. And the virgins said, no, if I borrow some of yours, I won't have enough for me. What am I trying to say by using that Bible story, guys? What I'm saying, guys, is that the early bird gets the worm, okay? Shout out to We Are Night in the building. I see you, bro. He says, thank God for cold storage wallet. It's just crazy out here. Yeah. I always preach get cold storage wallets, man, because at the end of the day, if it's on the exchange, not your keys, not your crypto, bro. That's facts.
how much higher inflation is going to go. We don't know how much more money is going to be printed. We don't know what exactly our public servants are going to do to correct this. And it's kind of a time of uncertainty. I know me, I'm very excited to be hoarding some cash, to be hoarding some Bitcoin. But at the same time, I'm still very, very nervous of what is to come in the near future.
Also,
Yeah,
I'll ask Jen. Did you go first? You grab it.
You go
ahead,
first,
Jen.
and then no, you do it. Well, just take it away.
Okay.
No, you.
Wow. Canadians are so sweet, so sweet. The interesting thing to me, just bring up what, or riffing on what Jen or what you were saying, is like, where do you put your money right now, right? Like,
yo, they messed up. Let the pretty girl talk, bro. Like, listen, no disrespect to the nerd. You got a nice crib, all that. I'm not a hater. But when the pretty girl want to talk, let her talk. Listen, I'm gonna be real. When crypto nerds like myself, when we watch you, I'm not watching for you. I'm watching to see what the pretty girl got to say. Have you guys noticed there's been more pretty women coming into the crypto space? We're going to talk about that in another live stream. I have the answer for that. That's facts, right? Because I can tell you guys in the last year, I've had more women ask me about crypto, particularly pretty women, than I've had men ask me. That's a fact. More pretty girls have asked me about crypto in the last year than men have. Why do you guys think that is? I'll answer that in another stream, but I just want you to think about that question.
inflation's tough. So if you've been keeping a nest egg of cash because you were waiting for like the market to drop, a lot of people were doing that. They're looking at like housing, they're looking at car prices, and they were choosing to sit on their cash for quite a while. Well, then you're down, right? 10%. That's pretty tough place to be if you're just holding cash. Or you can move into equities, right? Well, that's not doing very well either. Precious metals really haven't moved that much. Bitcoin, it's not been a good investment for quite a while, so that's a tough place to be. And then even the bond market, it's like, well, am I really going to bet on the US being able to fulfill its huge debt promises? It's a tough place to be also. There's nowhere good to be during an inflationary environment because the underlying currency you're using is weakening. It's just like, that's how it is. That's the tough place with inflationary environments. Whenever we look at this and we look in the past, there's like a corollary.
Yeah. We get that. We get that. No disrespect to the homeboy, but let's forward to the woman, man. I'm sorry, man. Listen, bro. Like, I want to hear what the pretty Canadian girl got to say, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we are not you. Yeah, I mean, brother, come on now. You know I'm telling the truth, bro. Hey, you know what? I figured it out. I figured this out a long time ago when I was part of the Goofy sphere. How do you get men to pay attention? You get the woman on the camera. That's how you get. I'm gonna be real. That's how you get men to pay attention. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. If you put a pretty girl in front of the camera, a man will listen. So, guys, you know how we're gonna get all these men in crypto? The women are going to do it. Yes, you heard me, guys. I'm saying it out loud. As soon as men start, well, the most masses men, when they start hearing women talk about crypto, like, you know, Stacy and Becky at the party, like, hey, do you have crypto? And the guys are, I don't. Well, you should get some. When men start hearing women talk about crypto, that's when they're going to jump in. But luckily for us, anybody watching right now, we're already in. But sadly, a lot of men are not going to go into crypto until they hear a woman talk about it. Because a lot of men are followers. Now, if you watch me right now, you are a leader. That's why I call this trendsetter Crypto TV. Because we're so far ahead of the pack that by the time the pack catches up, we're already setting trends, which we're currently doing right now. That's a fact.
Office space. And it's one that I think of every time I read about inflation. Every single day of my life has been worse than the day before. So that means every single day when you see me, it's all the worst day of my life. This is how I feel when I read these inflation numbers. Every single time we read it, it's the highest it's been in 4 decades, and there's kind of no solution in sight. Yesterday, we spoke briefly about the job market and how it remains strong. Wendy, to your...
Okay, we got her name. Her name is Jennifer Sanese. Ooh, okay. Let me see if she got an Instagram. You know, for interview purposes, guys. Come on, man. Don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to listen. If I get Jennifer on for an interview, I know you guys will watch it. We only got 5 people, but bet you if Jennifer comes on, we'll have 500. I know you guys very well. I know you guys so well. I know you guys. I know you guys better than you know yourself. Trust me.
Yesterday, we spoke briefly about the job market and how it remains strong. Wendy, to your point, you brought it up earlier on the show. You brought it up yesterday. There are these numbers about the job market, and what analysts are saying, what people in the media are saying, is that the job market remains strong. People are still spending money. But when you go out into the stores, Wendy, you recognized it in Los Angeles. I'm seeing it here in Canada. The stores are dead. Products are on the shelves. Salaries only increase at what, maximum 7% a year. That is not filling the gap. If we look at inflation,
on average, right now, 1 to 3%.
Numbers at this time last year, or sorry, the price of goods at this time last year compared to the price of goods this year, there is an extraordinary increase in the things we need to live every day. Gas for our homes, gas for our cars, food, chicken, eggs, milk. And so this is just really dismal to read, and every day it feels like the worst day. But Wendy, I think you had your hand up.
Every day. Okay, sure. Yo, Shorty should have been an actress, man. Yo, them LA girls, they put that little LA pepper on it. Like, every day is like the worst day. Like Shorty auditioning for a movie role. Oh man. But you know what, guys? Okay. So right now, let's get back to Kishu real quick. So guys, in other words, long story short, why did I show that? Let me go back to this. Inflation is higher than it's been in the last 40 years. There's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But guys, guess what? We are night. I'm going to tell you a secret. As I said, in the next 2 weeks, in the next 2 months, in the next year, from now in the next 3 years, you're going to see a lot of volatility, not just in crypto, stocks, and gold and silver. Yes. But you're going to see a lot of volatility. You might even see bank runs in America. Oh, Solo. Oh, no. Yeah, there goes Solo again saying something crazy. Why are you seeing bank runs in China and nobody's talking about it? Okay, let's continue. So as I was saying, where there's chaos, where there's fear, uncertainty, and doubt, there's an opportunity for somebody who can seize it to become a millionaire or billionaire. You know, a story that I've been watching a lot lately, a movie, right? I've been watching a lot of this movie, not the movie itself, but clips of it in the last week. Has anybody ever heard of the movie The Big Short? This is the movie where it shows a guy by the name of Michael Burry, who's a modern day, considered by many now a modern day genius. But at the time, he was considered an idiot, right? Just like a lot of people consider me to be dumb. But Michael Burry saw the recession, the housing market crash happen before anybody. He went into JP Morgan and says, hey, I want to short you guys. I want to buy this. And they laughed at him. He went to JP Morgan, Deutsche Bank, all these big banks, all these big companies, years before it happened. Literally 2-3 years before, like in 2005, before the housing market crashed. And guess what happened when the housing market crashed? All this happened. Michael Burry was the last guy standing, among some other people too. But Michael Burry made a lot of money because Michael Burry understood that the system was built on smoke and mirrors. And that same system that Michael Burry knew was built on smoke and mirrors is now the same system we're dealing with now. The only difference is that they've been able to delay the inevitable wealth transfer, the great wealth transfer. Michael Burry saw this. Now, guys, I'm not saying I'm Michael Burry. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is to be a trendsetter, sometimes you have to go against the grain and really stand on your beliefs. Michael Burry understood what was about to happen. Now, he understood it might not happen that day, that month, or even that year, but he understood. And guys, mark my words, there'll be a time where you'll hear about Kishu Inu, and you'll go to your grocery store and they say, if you don't have any Kishu or Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Shiba, we're not taking your payments, right? Because you guys, to be in this space at this time on July the 16th in 2022, you are so early. It's kind of like the internet. You know, the internet in the late 90s, when the internet started to become more relevant. If this is a year we're in 96 or 95 or maybe 97, but we're so early, guys, that the rest of the world hasn't caught up yet. That's how early we are. And you have to have faith. You really have to believe in this, because when you start hearing about the metaverse and you start hearing about mass adoption, but you don't see it yet, you have to stand on faith. 5 years ago, when I talked about crypto, everybody thought I was Looney Tunes. Now, every time I turn on my YouTube channel, this bank is adopting, the Swiss post office is adopting crypto, and you can use it as Bitcoin payments. This country, El Salvador, made Bitcoin their national coin. I mean, you hear all this news. 5 years ago, we didn't even have half of the news. The only reason why Bitcoin is not 100,000 yet, we are night. The only reason why Ethereum isn't at 30,000 yet is because of all this manipulation. The powers that be, the bears, let's just so you know what I'm talking about, they can't let it run wild, but they cannot contain the bull forever. Eventually, you got to let that bull run, because that bull's been itching to run. So it wouldn't shock me if Bitcoin did a quick reversal to 40K. Wouldn't shock me either if we go down to 10K. This is one of the reasons why, guys, I've been giving you all the game about Terra Luna Classic. Had a nice pump. The other day went up 20%. Last 30 days, 78%, but we ain't going to talk about that. Last 7 days, though, still down. That's fine. That's a buying opportunity, right? But I do think, guys, that there's going to be a lot of volatility. So what does that mean? What do I mean by that? That means there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. You might see Bitcoin go down to 10,000, but you might see Terra Luna Classic go up to 10 cents. It's going to be a buying and selling opportunity. Now, you got to know which plays to get into. That's why I'm here, guys, okay? That's what I'm here for. Now, let's talk about some lawsuits. You guys know I started this with XRP. And I'm going to go through this real quick. But Celsius is facing a class action lawsuit. Now, you guys know Celsius is a lending platform that went insolvent along with Voyager and Terra Luna, you know. And basically, people are saying it was a pyramid scheme. Guys, if BitConnect was the starter, Celsius and Voyagers are in the middle. They're not the last, okay? And this is one of the reasons, guys, I don't talk about lending platforms, because what happens in the bear market to a lending platform that is robbing Peter to pay Paul? Well, Celsius happens. Voyager happens, right? So 3AC happens. And by the way, one of the co-founders of 3AC, they can't find him right now. He gone. Okay? Let's go back to XRP real quick, because X marks the spot. Ripple survey says 85% of countries in the world will adopt this class of crypto assets within 4 years. Wicked, wicked, wicked. Let me say it again. I said 85% of countries in the world will adopt this class of crypto assets in the next 4 years. So Ripple, which is the company that owns XRP, made a survey, and they asked over 1,600 business participants across 22 countries to discuss what they thought of central bank digital currencies, okay, CBDCs. And 85% of countries are going to come up with their own cryptocurrency or their own version of it. That doesn't shock me. That doesn't shock me in the next 4 years. What does this mean? Mass adoption. This is something I've been talking about for the last 5 years. When people ask me what will make Bitcoin go to 500K or 250K, what will make Ethereum go to 100K or 50K is mass adoption, right? You have to have people to use it. But before people will use it, it's businesses that are going to be using it. How many of you have gone to a grocery store and seen a Bitcoin ATM machine? I bet you a lot. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not the only one. Let's talk about everybody's favorite dog coin right now, Shiba Inu. Shibarium is coming out soon, guys. And I think that with Shibarium coming out, we could easily see a 3 to 10x just off Shibarium coming out, right? With all the hype. So guess what? Shiba Inu reclaims the spot as the largest token held by Ethereum wallets. Why? Because there's a lot of buzz with Shibarium coming out. And you guys know crypto is highly speculative. I don't know how high SHIB is going to go. I do think that SHIB is going to see a nice pump here starting next week and into, I think August is going to, I think September is going to be great for SHIB. August and September are going to be much better, but I think we're going to start noticing SHIB start to pump next week. And then I think August and September, especially September, is going to be phenomenal for Shiba Inu. So pay attention to what SHIB is doing, okay? Pay attention to what SHIB is doing. Looking at the top 10 trending coins. Real quick, guys. Terra Luna Classic is number 1. Celsius is number 2 because people like to buy projects that go down, right? Shiba Inu is at number 7. Polygon, number 4, because there's news of Disney utilizing their NFTs. By the way, I don't rock with Disney. I think they're evil. They're a wicked company trying to indoctrinate our kids into witchcraft, but that's another video. That's another video. We Are Knight says Celsius getting that work. Facts. He says major pump coming for SHIB project has strong support. SHIB has phenomenal support. And I had somebody DM me on Snapchat, right? Don't try to DM me on Instagram because I won't pay attention. But somebody DM me on Snapchat and said, Solo, you were wrong about Shiba Inu. And, I thought to myself, Reg, if I was Jesse Lee Peterson, right? And I know Jesse Lee Peterson, he's a goofy too. But what would I say if I was Jesse Lee Peterson? Beta. Reg, the bad guy, says, heard the news out of Russia. You know what, Reg? This is not any new news that Russia is banning crypto. That's not new news to me. I don't know why that is new to people. Because at first, Russia said we're rocking with crypto. Then they said we're not, right? I think that, if Russia decides to do that, that's on them. I think Russia, Russia and China are the ones that are doing the heaviest manipulation in the market. Yeah, I said it. Because remember, every time Bitcoin and crypto was starting to do well last year, China would come out and say, oh, well, we're banning cryptocurrencies on miners. It's like they said that like 6 times last year. And we're like, yo, we already know that. Why y'all keep telling us? Nope, we're banning it. We're banning it. Why they keep telling it? Why they keep saying that they're banning it? So eventually, it's kind of like, Reg, you ever got that one homeboy when you're out at the spot and you talking to him and you see this baddie, light-skinned shorty, beautiful eyes, heavenly physique. Let me not lust, but I'm not lusting. I'm just stating. And you telling your boy like, yo, she bad. And your boy's like, man, she's like an Idaho too, bro. But then you see the same boy always dissing the chick you talking about too. And then you see him talking to an Oompa Loompa. And you're like, Negro, what? This chick I was pointing out was bad. But you ended up talking to Oompa Loompa? Big Bertha? See, Reg, that's why you got to be careful with the homies that you go out with, right? I know, Reg, you don't really go out like me neither, Reg. I'm an old guy now too, bro. You know, I prefer to, watch Netflix with my snow bunny and chill. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I say chill, I'm not talking about no ratchet stuff. You know, let's keep it clean. But you guys get the point. So at the end of the day, guys, Ethereum is pumping very well today. I think next week is going to be a good week for crypto, right? I think that we're going to see, but my main thing is if we make it past 23K, we could go to 25, past 23.5. That's going to be a key spot that I think to pay attention to. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, I still got my Luna, still got my Shiba and Kishu. I'm paying attention to Kishu. Like I said, let's see what happens with Kishu until Tuesday. Shiba Inu, I'm hearing, is supposed to pump on Monday. Luna is coming soon. You feel me? So yeah, guys, I'm just paying attention, and I really appreciate you guys still who rocking with me, who are watching this, man, because a lot of people aren't paying attention when they should be. You know what I mean? Shout out to Reg. Reg, I see you, bro. Yeah, I saw your video the last day, man. That space is dead, Reg. All they want to do is shame, blame, and explain, man. It's turned into incel space, bro. Like, I got to keep it real, bro. Yeah, I mean, and you know what's funny? Reg, let this sink in. You know how they always say I was the goofiest dude? But how can I be the goofiest dude if I left? So doesn't that make them dudes that are still in the space goofies? Because when I saw all the goofy stuff they were doing, go along, get along gang stuff, I was like, nah, I can't do this no more, bruh. This go along, get along gang is just weird, bruh. Like, real talk. They need Jesus on that side, bro. I got to pull the Michael Jordan on them. They need Jesus for real.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
All this talk about women, but 10 years later, y'all still broke, except for the content creators, because they've been bleeding you dry. And that same money that y'all donating to them over on that side of YouTube, Reg, they tricking. I know that for a fact. They spending that money. They flying these girls out. Reg, I know that for a fact. They flying these girls out. They pay for women. All of them big YouTubers. All of them. All of them, Reg. Especially those, the weirdos that lie about their girlfriends.
Now.
Don't forget, guys, to get more exclusive content, www.patreon.com/solotv84. That's www.patreon.com/solotv84. God bless you. And to my haters,
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.